What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Prado G. Welcome and welcome back if you are here for the first time. I'm so grateful to be here and alive once again to deliver such a live lit message to whoever is on the receiving end of this video. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves today. This is going to be a general reading, so it's not really specific to anybody's life in particular, but there will be things in this video that resonates with you. Just take it as it resonates and leave behind whatever doesn't resonate. It is a collective reading for the universe, so anybody could come and watch this video and get some sort of benefit out of it. Now, let's start with the lucky number or significant number. Okay, the significant number is 9. The number 9 is going to be significant. Number 9 represents completion, manifestation, fruition, attainment, and fate. So it's like, yeah, this is like finally, we're almost there. We're almost finished. Being able to attain something is to have something and be able to keep it, right? And this is like also close to completion. Not quite though, but almost there. 9 is like, it could be representation of something being almost complete, almost finalized, because right before the 10 is the 9, and the 10 is definitely representation of culmination and the end of a cycle. So I feel like whoever's watching this video right now is definitely near the end of a cycle, and you are about to attain some great I don't know, like some sort of abundance. You're going to attain some sort of abundance, and you're going to feel super complete. Shout out to anybody who's the age of 9 watching this. I doubt it. If you have a 9-year-old child, or if you're in the 9th grade, or however 9 resonates to you. If you were born on the 9th of any month, or if your birthday is in September, shout out to, I just realized that this is the 9th month of the year. So shout out to that. We see that too with the color yellow representing the solar plexus chakra. So, shine your light and be creative. Trust your gut. What's the basis of this reading? So far, we got cracked open in reverse, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. So when crack open pops up, this card just represents you really surrendering to whatever low point you might have just hit or faced, right? Because, yeah, it's like the universe is trying to crack you open so that you can let light in. Therefore, when you let light in, or you realize the light that you are, let your light shine through, because that's another thing. I feel like a lot of us dim our light, or we bury our light, or build a lot of barriers around the light that we are. So the universe has to put us through some things, right, to crack us and break us down so that the light can come shining through. Don't let the weight and density of the world squash your tender spirit. Instead, let it call you even more home. Yeah, let it call you home even more into your body. At the center front of your life, it's the extreme pressure of life's trials that diamonds are cultivated, right? They say that you got to put in order for a diamond to be a diamond, it has to go through a very pressurized process, right? So it's a lot of pressure that's put on that thing before it could become a diamond. And it's when things are at their darkest that we cultivate proper faith and our light is ignited. It's through the crumbling that we can allow our wounds to be alchemized. Let your pain, sorrow, and losses make you, not break you. So yeah, it's like all the pain, loss, whatever you've been going through right now, don't let it break you. Let it make you into a stronger person. Let you realize this 9 is definitely letting you know you are coming up on the end of a cycle. All right. So let this situation happen and just surrender to the divine. Just know that everything is happening to you accordingly. Nothing would not be happening to you that's not supposed to be happening to you, or that is not going to benefit your growth in the long run. 2 cards tried to pop out, but I only need 1. We got Earth and Portal. Earth, how to be human, right? You're a spiritual being in a physical body, and it's time to walk through the portal. So this tried to jump out too, but this was the first one to jump, the great severing. I feel like there's a major severing going on, and it could be a lot of anger and conflict coming from you. You just need to soften to love, right? This is Mars energy, a very aggressive and sometimes sexual energy. And that's funny because this is close to the solar plexus. But trust your gut about any situation. You know that love is always the answer to any conflict. Anger is only going to prolong the problem. So you must soften to love. That's another reason why you're being cracked open right now. Because when you hit rock bottom, that's when we tend to soften up, right? We are hard-headed, hard-headed until we hit rock bottom. So it's okay if you are facing a rock bottom situation. You are not alone right now. If you do feel like you've hit rock bottom, comment below. And let me know what you have been doing to overcome this rock bottom phase. The Well and the Oracle Elders says, share your song, frequency of sound, and diving deep. So dive deep into your emotions and share your song with the world, you know? Sing a different tune. That's what I want. I really think the universe wants you to do. Sing a different tune. It's like change it up. Stop beating up on yourself. Stop resisting the change right now, and cut off whatever is causing you conflict and anger more than it's allowing you to connect with your higher self and source. That's what the Great Severing is all about. The separation or the splitting between, or it's just like a disconnect or a separation from how things used to be. It's like you severed it. It's like the word sever is to like almost, it's like to destroy something or to really like mess something up. But in the process of something being destroyed or seeming to be messed up, it's always going to repair itself and come into a new formation. And the formation depends on you, you know, how your life turns out, how your experience forms is based off of your thought process. So surrender to the divine right now. I wanted to shuffle this thing 9 times. I don't know if I did it 9 or not, but let's see. All right, we got balance, number 14. We got the 8 of Earth, and we got the Page of Fire in reverse. We got the 8 of Earth in reverse. We got the 3 of Water in reverse. We got the High Priestess upright, and the 3 of Air. At the bottom of the deck, the 10 of Earth, which represents of maybe a feeling of prosperity not being there. You might not feel secure, or you and your family might be out of touch right now. You might be wanting to help or be there for family members, and you really can't support them in the way that you want to, but it's okay because you are coming back into balance. There's some sort of balance here needed. Maintain your self-control, okay, and moderate how you are indulging in things in life. Never overdo anything. It's like find your balance between being emotional but also being stern and firm on your stance and how you want to, you know, create and cultivate your life, because this is your life. So finding balance is super important here, especially after you've hit rock bottom and you're getting back up again. You might be a little discombobulated, right? So dip your feet into some water. I'm also seeing here the angel is giving you kind of a sign or a hint to, you know, soak your feet a little bit, get off of your feet a bit, and moderate how much you are working, and also relaxing, because you do have to stay grounded as well as be in tune with your emotions. That's what the water represents, our emotions. When the 8 of Earth shows up in reverse, you could be overworking or not putting enough time into your work. There's some sort of education that you need, some sort of information to further your skills, or some focus. It could also just be focus. Maybe you just need to focus a little bit more. You're not as focused as you should or could be on your work, or you're not paying attention to the details here. I see a person, I'm sorry, I don't know why I dropped that. I see a person that is very involved in their work, but or who cares a lot about their work. It's somebody who has put in a lot of work, but there's still more work to do. Don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable with the fact that you have an abundance of something. You do have to still keep at it and maintain focus on the details that matter the most at the time, right? And then the Page of Fire shows up when we might be lacking fire, or we just, when it's in reverse, it's like you're not as fired up or sparked up as you could be. And it's blocking your creativity and even your enthusiasm. You could be lacking motivation too, because of the fact that you are not pouring yourself into your work or educating yourself in a way that's going to bring you more clarity in your purpose, right? So the 3 of Water showed up as well too, falling under balance. I see there's some sort of friendship that could have fallen out of touch. Maybe you're not celebrating, people not celebrating you, you're not celebrating them. There's a lack of celebration going on here. It's just like being in tune with the community though can bring you back into celebration. Maybe you have hit rock bottom, right? And you've decided to separate from your friend group, or you feel like no one was really there for you. It's just a energy of friendships being out of balance, and it's just like moderate how much you spend time around certain people, and compromise also when you are spending time with people. You do have to see it from other people's perspectives. It's not always about you. It's a collective effort, this life, right? These experiences that we share. And also maintaining self-control. I don't know, for some reason I feel like one of you guys, somebody that's watching, could be like the person in the friend group that's always put on the pedestal or something like that, or the overly emotional friend. I don't know. It's just like maintaining your self-control is of most importance right now, but being in tune. I feel like also, no, I really feel like you could be the one that's always so grounded, and you need to get in tune with your emotions a little bit more, because you see that small piece of the foot that's in there. It's like, it's a really small piece. She's more grounded and more on earth than anything. So that's what I'm getting more. So you could be like just not as in tune with your emotions. And now this life-changing experience, this rock bottom experience, is going to shift things a little bit more and make you realize that your emotions are important. Because anytime we don't pay attention to our emotions, or take our emotions for granted, or just act like they don't matter, life will come crashing down. Your emotions are the power that moves you, that makes it possible for you to be animated and active as you are. That's what emotions are: energy and motion. We got the high priestess showing up here too. Your intuition is guiding you right now with some wisdom, so just be patient. It's some sort of something that you're doing for work, right? Just follow your intuition, and keep educating yourself, because this is where your wisdom comes from. The more you dive into your work and you are patient with the results, don't rush the results. Don't rush the results, and don't get so overwhelmed either with the amount of work that you're doing, because also I see here somebody that could be overworking. Like, you're just putting a lot of effort, too much focus in your work. This is what you could be needing to moderate a little bit, how much you are working. Maybe you need to step back a little bit and pay attention to some other details in your life, give you some room for creativity, because also the page of fire could be representation of a burnout. And when it's in reverse, the three of air shows sorrow, forgiveness, and healing. So there's something that you're holding on to mentally that is draining you, and your spirits are here to guide you through this time. Also, like, yeah, if you just went through a rock bottom experience where you lost someone, or you lost something, there's some sort of material loss, or something that you just need to surrender to, some sort of change, and it's making you feel sorrow. And just forgive yourself if you need to forgive yourself, if you feel like you are partially, or if you feel like you've contributed to what you have. We always do contribute to the way that our lives turn out, even if we want to admit it or not. But this is the hard true truth, is that we all are vibrating and doing things that are creating the life that we live, even if we just are not putting enough loving energy towards our life. So when something doesn't go so well, we can't really be upset. If you know that you've been complaining about life a lot more than you've been appreciating it, then you can't really be too upset when you attract a negative situation, because when were you ever giving gratitude and appreciation for this experience? That's what you got to ask yourself. It's like, more so, you probably been complaining more than you've been giving appreciation about whatever the situation is, and that's blocking your healing. And if you really want to heal, you must forgive, and you must release sorrow, so that your creativity can be sparked back up. Because I do feel like there's something that you got going on in your head, something that you keep, these thoughts that you are allowing to pierce you, that are affecting your heart and your love. Because that's what happens when we don't have a clear mind. If we're allowing sorrow to live in our minds, or unhealthy thoughts to live inside of our mind, then that's also going to block our creativity and burn us out. And we don't realize how much This is why a lot of us are drained in life overall, because we have a lot of contradictory thoughts or low frequency thoughts that bog us down. And you can't hold on to negative thoughts and expect to be scotch free or to be free flowing throughout life. That's not how it works. The way you get free flowing throughout life is by making peace with the thoughts in your mind and realizing that you have a lot to be grateful for. Listen to your intuition, that voice that's always guiding you within, to remind you of the good that's taking place or something that you can do to enhance your life. That's what your intuition is always speaking to you. That other voice that's in your mind is your ego speaking. That voice that tells you can't do something, or that you shouldn't do this because you're not capable. You know, any negative thoughts where it's like, I hate this person, or I hate this. Any hate thoughts or these disconnected thoughts that block you from receiving your highest intuition by being this high priestess, like, because that's what I'm getting. Somebody is really intuitive. Somebody here watching this video is super intuitive and receiving a lot of wisdom, but you could be being impatient because of all of this wisdom that you are receiving at the time. You could be over educating yourself and so focused on learning this new thing that you want the results to just roll in like that. But guess what? The high priestess is here to give you also a sense of patience and a sense of stillness, to just listen and to feel the wisdom run through you. And you don't always have to just throw it out there, but also apply the wisdom that you have. You know these things. There's a lot of things that you already know that I'm just reconfirming and just giving you a sense of reassurance and reconfirmation to get your booty back up and get with it. I see the 3 of water and the 3 of air, so that's another 2 3s popping up. 3 times 3 is 9, right? We see that. But let's be real. If you I feel like with this connection here could be another reason why you are feeling the way that you're feeling. It could be this falling out of this friendship or this connection, or you just being disconnected from your community, and you need to forgive yourself for however you've contributed to this fallout. Because if it was a fallout or a disconnect or a lack of celebration, you got to ask yourself, or you just got to know that there was always something, and there is always something that you could do to make the situation better, to bring a better sense of community, to enhance your friendships, instead of just letting them die or fall away, dry away, whatever, So I do feel like as you release this sorrow and forgive whoever it is you need to forgive, even if it was a friend that did you wrong. It could have been a friend that did you wrong, somebody in your community, somebody that didn't celebrate you, but you always felt like you celebrated them. Or, maybe they felt that way about you. Like you was the one that's always taking the spotlight. And now you're hitting a rock bottom phase of your life, and you just have to surrender to the knowing that we are all one and that we all matter, right? So therefore, we must love each other. We must love one another, even though that's not the easiest thing to do and say, especially by everyone. But this is our journey. This is why we are here, to work through the challenges in the dark areas, so that we can bring greater power into this world through love, light, and wisdom. Let's get some chakra oracle cards out, and then I'm going to end this. I went through. Spirit, thank you so much for this clear message thus far. I hope you guys are enjoying this reading. Share if you can. Share this reading with someone. It could be a treat to them. You never know. It can make their day better. But I do appreciate you all so much for being here and tuning in. Also, if you've given this video a like, thank you so much for that support. It does help these videos get more notoriety, so that more people can get access to these beautiful messages. The reason I do these messages is because I want the world to know how beautiful it is. And the best way for me to do that is through a message of love. And that's what I use these cards for. And I'm glad that you guys are showing up and here present for the moment. So Spirit, can we get some clarity, please? Knock the negativity out of the deck. 3 clear messages or more, but just really it would be nice for 3. Faith in reverse, y'all. We got faith in reverse. So have faith that any situation or friendship that you have fallen out of touch with, if you bring yourself back into balance and gain some self-control and moderate how much you are applying any amount of effort to whatever it is that you're trying to repair, the abundance is going to be yours. All right? You just got to have faith. If you lack faith, you can block your abundance. You could be this person that loses the abundance, and this girl finds it because she has faith. It's just like here, it's just the universe is always guiding you to let you know that there's a higher power always at work here, guiding us, giving us endless resources to be able to come into closer awareness and more clarity of love. That's our true superpower. So have faith also in your work, whatever that you are doing right now. Have faith in yourself that, you can take a break. You don't always have to be going so hard and working all the time, and be patient. Have faith. Another thing is the patience factor. Be patient. If you are going through some sort of heartbreak and you are recovering from that and you are healing, be patient with your healing, right? And also be patient with your work, whatever work you are doing, with your education. Be patient with yourself as you regain focus. Have faith that all will work out for you. Also, rejection shows up because you could be rejecting spirit, right? Or you could be rejecting some sort of information coming in just because you don't have faith that things are going to work out. Also, gossip. It could be gossip. People could be talking crap about other people and you letting it get to you. Somebody could be talking crap about you, or you could even be talking crap about other people and just not believing. That's where a lack of faith comes in too. When people lack faith in others, they gossip. They tend to gossip. And that's what I also see here with this 3 of water. So it could have been some gossiping friends, some gossiping buddies, somebody in your community gossiping. They didn't have faith in you, right? But it's okay. You are coming back into balance. You are coming back into balance. That's enough to crack anybody open, right? When you have a group or community of people or people that you thought was your friends and they actually don't have faith in you, that can crush you. That also makes you want to reject them. And they also reject you in a sense that they don't believe in you or have faith in you. So that gossip is just like, I do see some sort of rejection coming from gossip. You could have been gossiping and now you're being rejected by the universe. Also, be careful of how you speak about God's children. That's why I try to refrain from having negative opinions about people, simply because who am I to judge, right? Even though I do still have my opinions at times. I watch Ratchet TV at times, and I live through my life experiences where I judge people at times, and it's not harsh. Sometimes it's very harsh, and that's a form of rejection. It's like you're rejecting the love that is always there for you. The more you judge people or harshly, or if you just lack faith, you also are rejecting the help of spirit. That's what I see. Look at this, y'all. It's like some spirits trying to communicate with this person. Also, he's painting, right? And it's like he probably is trying to receive some sort of insight, but he could be rejecting it too because he's overthinking, thinking that he doesn't have what it takes, right? Or you could just be thinking that you could be rejecting it because you're just too impatient right now. But know that the divine is trying to communicate with you and help you enhance the quality of your work and also how you show up in this world. So just be careful of gossip. Don't be so gossipy. Take off the facade. This is the final card showing up with grief at the bottom of the deck. So there's some sort of grief that you went through that made you put a mask on. When we go through a lot of pain in our life, we do put a mask on just because we don't want to seem weak to the world, or we don't want to show up a certain way, right? Or we don't want to, like, when we lose something, we grieve it. Say, for example, you lose a lot of money, then you try to put on the mask that you still have a lot of money, and it's like, child, if you don't got it, you just don't got it. It's okay. But don't let that, you know what I'm saying? What I really want to say is that this facade is also what's in the way. Like, it's just like when you have a mask on and you're not being your true authentic self, you're rejecting a lot of insight. Rejection, you get rejected too. When you have a mask on, people can feel the false energy of a facade. A lot of people can. There's a lot of sleep people who don't, but nowadays, or I know me personally, I can feel energies really well. I can only speak for me, and shout out to whoever else is watching this that feel me when I say this, that I'm really sensitive to energy. So I know when someone has a mask up, mask on, the mask needs to come off, and just take off the shell, take off whatever barriers you have up that is blocking your true self from being here. I do see like an older man and a young child walking through the clouds. Yeah, also a cloudy. The facade is also gives a cloudy aesthetic too, because you can't really see things clear with the mask on. You don't see things for what they truly are when things are cloudy. So take the mask off. Whatever has been blocking you from healing, this mask, this tough energy that you keep on trying to, like, look at this woman's face with this grief card showing up. It's like she's trying to be tough and strong, even though she just lost her puppy. I think the puppy is dead. I don't know. You can draw your own assumptions, but yeah, recovery too, following. It's like you are recovering from some sort of grief, and this facade, you have a facade on that must be released. Take that mask off and just be you, be love. Because if you have been trying to hide the love that you are because you're just afraid of being hurt again, that's blocking your creativity and it's getting in the way of your bag. And it's also creating a lot of anger within. It's creating a lot of anger within you when you keep that mask on and you don't allow love to come in. It's like you just keep rejecting the love because you don't have faith in love. If you don't have faith in the divine providing you with better experiences, then you reject them, and you reject them by putting on this facade. And you try to hide it like you're not bothered, but you really are. And it's okay. And you ain't got to admit it here, but we know. Anyways, guys, I hope y'all all enjoyed this reading. If you did resonate with it, please give it a thumbs up. Share if you care once again. And I will see you all, maybe not all, but some of you in the next reading. Peace.